All right, NBA. The big news of the day is Jalen Brunson, and the Knicks are going to have to go back at it. They're visiting the Clippers tonight. The Clippers, all of a sudden, they are now a big favorite. There was a 4-point move immediately. Are we still on 7.5 for that number, Sam?
Yes, sir. There's
All
an
right.
8 out there.
Yeah, I think that's going to continue to float. All right, here is my first thought. And I know it's tough to imagine because everything goes through Brunson. And you look at that amazing performance that he had last night. We're going on the assumption that he's not going to play tonight. I think that's fair. Maybe it's not long term, but I don't expect him to be on the court in a back-to-back. How many times have we seen this with Tibbs teams where the superstar goes down, everybody counts them out, and he's next man up, next man up. The role players step up. And we see it with other teams, at least for a short period of time. They're able to step up and figure things out. The morning show was all over the Clippers in this game. And I just kept thinking, how high is this number going to go? And I'm probably going to end up taking the Knicks tonight.
So I feel owed by the Knicks. The Knicks owe me. Not that that's the way to think about it, but I mean, I'm a shot away from, forget covering, winning the game outright. Game goes to overtime. That really ticked me off last night, man, to have that team up 10 with 7 minutes to go or whatever, and then get Luka and LeBron to death. That was a nightmare. And I did have, not to talk about my wins, but I did have Brunson's over, which was 25.5.
You did.
You knew that Luka was not going to guard Brunson successfully. And then they tried to put Gabe Vincent on him, and it was roller skates all night. And Brunson kept getting to the foul line. We're doing fallen star theory, huh? Is that the move tonight? I love the thought. And, I have no issue betting the Knicks. I find myself on the Knicks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not blindly, not every game they play, but in this role, they don't have to travel. That's the thing. Yes, it's a back-to-back, but they slept in Los Angeles last night. Like they're playing in the same building that they played in last night. So it's not a true road back-to-back with travel. I could be down for some Knicks tonight. That's a late one too. That's 10:40 p.m. Eastern.
Ooh, dang. Yeah, that is. The question is, when do we fire? Do we pick on these 8s at this moment, or is it going to continue to go? He's not officially out, right? As far as official, according to the team.
I can tell you the latest on the betting screen. It says Jalen Brunson is questionable to play with an ankle injury.
Okay, so when they make it official, let's say that we're right and he's not playing, there's going to be another surge. It could be short-lived, and then buyback.
I don't know because they opened it up. This number, remember, this number opened up during the Knicks and Lakers game. So they posted this line last night.
3.5.
And the first number we saw was 3.5.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how much is Jalen Brunson worth of the line? I mean, 4 seems aggressive. So the way that I see it is that this has him priced out. Here's the concern that I have. And let's talk this out. Can he play tonight? Because if he plays, it comes back. I don't know that it goes much higher. Okay, I could see 8, but we're not talking 9 or 10. Whereas if they actually play him tonight, and maybe it's not as bad as people think, this thing comes right back to 4. So that's the risk you run holding out for injuries. It could go one of two ways. Obviously, the guy's either in or he's out. Do you think he can play?
It's a rolled ankle. It looked ugly at the time. Wasn't able to finish out the game. I'm just looking at it how I would act if I'm in the Knicks organization. My argument would be sit him. We don't play this weekend. If he's even close enough, let's get him ready for Sacramento, Portland, Golden State, all on the road next week. Let's prepare moving forward instead of the quick turnaround and make this thing any worse.
Okay. Chris Haynes, who covers the NBA very well, he tweeted 9 hours ago, so late into the night or into the morning, depending on where you're at, there's optimism that New York Knicks star Jalen Brunson only sustained a sprained ankle.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's only a sprained ankle, I mean, he could play. This is the same thing with Curry earlier this week. He had an ankle, right? He had an ankle injury, and it wasn't bad, and he ended up playing. But the market, I mean, let's just talk about what the market has done. The side has already moved 4 points, and the total has moved 7. No, the total last night during the Knicks-Lakers game for this game opened at 224. There's 217 out there at Chris. So a 7-point dip on the total and a 4-point move on the side. The market is telling you it doesn't believe Brunson will play, period.
Memphis 10.5, playing bad right now. They're laying 10.5 because Dallas is the opponent. This is in Dallas. They've been getting smoked. First game since the Kyrie injury, they lose by 30 at Milwaukee. Before that, they lose by 24 to Sacramento, 15 to Milwaukee before that. And I'm fine with fading the Mavs. I understand the idea. I'm not laying double digits with this team that has not won a game by double digits in over a month.
I love how much you hate Memphis. It's so fun.
I'm not into it. Not into it. They've lost their last 4 games. That feels like too much of a move against Dallas. But I'm not betting Dallas. So it's just worth talking
I want to
about.
bring up. I just want to bring up one more thing. I think the NBA is the worst sport to watch when you have money on it. It's
why?
Maddening. Because no lead is safe. Like I've had
this is all recency bias because of last night. You're still
not.
pissed.
No, it happened to me on Tuesday when I had the Clippers, and the Clippers are up almost 20 points in the fourth quarter and lose. I should just stop watching the NBA games that I bet on. That's the realization. Just bet it and then check it tomorrow.